sim racing has become too expensive, and that's why we've set up our membership here at Apex Racing Sim. This is our sim centre in Corby, and you can use the rigs here for as little as £20 a month. And that's not just for a one-off, that's as much as you want for an entire month. So just head over to apexracingsim.com to become a member.
As well. What a move for the 48. Oh, look at this, and onto the straight they come.
Brilliant move there from the number 40 to make it through. That left-hander sliding up the inside, going up now over Hawthorne Hill, down Pilgrim's Drop, and it's brilliant stuff here at Brands Hatch.
Hello and welcome to the Apex Racing League Touring Car Brits in 2026. Tonight we are at Snetterton for round 3 of the championship. We have 3 20-minute races in store for you today. See who can come out on top in our Pro, Pro-Am and Am championships. My name is Sam Fitzpatrick. Alongside me is David Sampson. And David, we have sort of passed arguably the most chaotic round of the season, I guess, Brands Hatch Indy. And boy, was it chaotic. And we now move to a more conventional circuit, albeit a circuit we don't visit very often.
Yes, you left me to handle that myself. It was chaotic, but I don't think it had anything to do with the fact I was flying solo in the booth, but it is being looked at. Yeah, this is a fantastic track. It's quite technical. I haven't been here in ages. I always enjoy being here. Last sector being, I think, notoriously difficult, but yeah, I think the TCRs are going to be great here.
Absolutely, should be a lot of fun. In terms of our calendar, a reminder that we are at round 3 of the championship. Then we'll go over a bit of a break for Alton Park, which we should visit, albeit there will be some decisions to be made because of the maximum car count at Alton Park. So there could potentially be some shifting around of the races. Osher Slaben, of course, later on in the season to substitute for Croft, unless that gets magically added. And then Brands Hatch Grand Prix, we will be heading back there at the end of the season. And like I was saying before, the 20-minute races. And today we have got an 8-car reverse grid for race 3, so a little bit bigger than what we saw last time out. Obviously, we'll see what the racing is like a little bit later on, but do you think this will be a circuit where the drivers from the top of the race 2 will be able to make their way back up to the front in race 3?
I don't know. The last time we was Snetterton on the calendar last season? It was,
yeah.
What, this layout as well? I think the racing was good. It's quite easy to defend the corners, though. It's quite narrow. It's very technical. I think we will see the same group of drivers, but yeah, I don't know. Reverse grid's very difficult, especially the first couple of corners with, you know, some of the drivers being nervous. If you were 8th, coming into the corner first can be quite nerve-wracking.
Absolutely. In terms of our weather, it is dry today, a little bit like it was last season, albeit it's going to be more cloudy, so it's very cool conditions for the drivers today. You can see there 69 degrees Fahrenheit, so plenty of grip for the drivers out there. Won't necessarily be the prettiest for us to watch, but yeah, it will still be pretty good. And then in terms of a couple of new series coming to Apex Racing League, we have got our Endurance Championship, which is coming back at the end of June. You can sign up to that over at apexracingleague.com. It is available to purchase an entry. We haven't actually announced it yet on our Discord and on social media, so you could potentially be some of the first people to sign up if you wish. And then we've also got our Porsche Cup League as well starting up. That will be at a similar time on Tuesday evenings. Yeah, that'll be starting in about 4 weeks time. We've already got 30 slots of that filled up out of the 60 available, so make sure to head over to apexracingleague.com to register for that.
Quite the selection. I'm pumped for the Endurance Championship.
Yeah.
Fridays. Friday evenings. Perfect.
Yes. And in terms of our standings then, for this round of the championship, we have got Max Andrews at the top, but no one in any of the classes has really got a perfect run of it so far. And yeah, Andrews so far this season with I think a 4th position or a 5th position back in round 1, and then a 2nd position last time out, and that's enough to currently put him at the top.
Yeah, it's tough because obviously we have the 3 races. You have points for leading a lap. You have points for fastest qualifying. That's not the right way of wording it, but it is still true. So yeah, we can see names climb to the top that not necessarily are dominating each and every race.
And then in the Pro-Am Championship, we've got Callum Beemans, who, to be fair, has won both rounds a bit, not pole position in both rounds. He scored a lot of points at Brands Hatch. He's 50 points clear. And in the amateurs, it's a little bit of a mixed bag because our round 1 winner, Ricardo Pereira, down in 6th position at the moment. Our round 2 winner, Alexander Strobel, in 2nd position. But Thomas Kuhn, who to be fair has taken pole in both rounds so far, up there at the top, has been very consistent. And in our teams, we've got JC Academy Gold, just 8 points clear of Track Scotland. Wizards are right in there. Drive Lounge Racing are in there. Race Point Media by Project 91 are in there, Scorpio. So many teams are competitive, even outside that top 5.
Yeah, very close. And I say there's lots of points on offer today.
There sure are. And we've got our track guide that we can go through for you now. And yeah, I have warmed to this circuit with time. It was a little bit of a random circuit for iRacing to add, I think back into like 2018, I think it was. And it sort of had a bit of attention initially, but sort of faded away a bit. But now that it's a free circuit, I guess it's a bit more accessible for everyone.
Yeah, it's been absolutely ages since I've driven here. But I did a 4 week of GT3s around here, which I know is quite on the limit of speed that you'd want to carry around here and width. But yeah, a lot of fun. Getting your braking right for these 1 and 2 corners. Yeah, it's going to be interesting in the TCR. I think there's going to be lots of opportunities for good battling. What have you driven here? What's the...
So, I thank you for bringing that up because as an esports driver myself,
of course,
I raced in the Porsche GB Championship, Great Britain Series. And, I mean, what can I say? I scored a few points.
Yeah.
Don't want to shout about it or anything, but yeah, I took care of getting a couple of top 10 finishes in the amateur division. So yeah, quite a pedigree at this circuit for myself. It was the race 1 was scheduled. The rain was scheduled so that it poured down with rain with like 3 laps to go, and it was a real marginal call whether it was faster to pit for wet tires or just stay out. I think staying out was slightly faster, and then race 2 was wet. Oof. And yeah, it's a tricky circuit in the wet actually. This because there's a lot of like sort of weird lines that you have to take in order to get the most speed out to the car. But yeah, no threat of that today. This one's quite a tricky one. 9.
It 10. Is even 11 to be honest. This is what I was saying. The last sector took me as long to learn as the rest of the track did back in the day when I learnt this track. Getting this. Oh, sorry, not 11. 12 must be the left. Very difficult section.
Yeah, and of course, the BTCC will be hosted here on Sunday. I'll actually be going to Snetterton, and yeah, that's why we always try to copy the calendar as similarly as possible. Of course, T12 and 13 very different compared to what it used to be. It used to be a chicane at T13. Now it's just a long corner, and then into a tight left at Murray's. So that is the circuit for us today. In terms of our picks for this evening, I've gone for Andrea Stefanina. I've very much gone for drivers who were very good in round 1 because I missed round 2. And so that's all I've got to base my predictions on. So Stefanina was fantastic. I don't really know what happened to him last time out, but I'll go for him. Kieran Smart hasn't yet won a round in the Pro-Ams, but he's been very strong. He got pole last time out, so I'll go for him. And Ricardo Pereira was absolutely superb at Donington. I didn't have a good time of it last time out at all, but I think he'll be determined to come back today.
Yep, for my picks, for my pro, I've gone for Noah. He's been a fighter. He didn't really have the overall pace at Brands, but he was mighty difficult to overtake, but I don't know, just got a feeling. I don't think he's picked up any wins or even P2s, I can't remember. But yeah, I'm feeling it. He's a very, very good driver. Excited to see how he gets on. For the Pro-Am, I've gone for Callum Beeman, who's looked mighty strong. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident with my Pro-Am pick. And I see you've stolen my pick, Ricardo Pereira. Again, incredibly strong looking driver. We'll see how we go. We've got 3 races, plenty of time for recovery in the 3rd race as well. So excited to see how we go.
Definitely. So we will go to an advert now, and then when we're back, we'll follow the qualifying action.
Are you struggling for consistency in your sim racing? Does your iRating look like a roller coaster? If so, we have good news for you. The way to get more consistent is to first understand what you're doing differently than the professionals. And VRS is the answer. With our competitive subscription, you will have the telemetry, setups, tutorials, and everything else you need to fully analyze your driving. Our data packs and the ability to compare your driving with the best in the world will show you exactly where to adjust your inputs, change your driving line, and shave seconds off of your lap times. And our powerful and precise Direct Force Pro wheelbase and precision pedals are being used by some of the world's best drivers. All these champions agree that VRS hardware is not just the best on the market, it's also priced well below the competition. So if you're looking to upgrade to direct drive and the best pedals in sim racing, VRS is your answer. If you want to get better, get faster, and make it happen sooner rather than later, you owe it to yourself to find out why so many people are switching to VRS. You'll be so glad that you did. Visit www.virtualracingschool.com and learn why the best use VRS.
So, welcome to Snetterton, and we are in the middle, really, of the amateur qualifying at the moment. Of course, the drivers getting 10 minutes on track for each division, and we'll see how that forms up the grid in a little while. And at the moment, at the top of the standings, we have got, well, our picks, Ricardo Pereira, and by quite a margin.
Yeah, quite a margin. That's 9/10, right? Am I reading that right?
Sure are.
I mean, I should have just checked the gap, interval column, or gap column rather, or either at this point. I'll be with it in a minute. It's
Yeah, it takes a little while to warm up.
I'll have a sip of the magic tea.
Ricky Pittman trying to put a bit of pressure on. Pereira has gone back to the pits, by the way. So that might be the end of his qualifying. He has got time to do an outlap, but maybe he feels like that's all he can do with it. Pittman quite far off in the 2nd sector, so don't anticipate any improvement there. Thomas Coombe, who's been excellent so far this season, gets a little bit of a slide on at the Montreal hairpin there. And then he'll head down into Palmer. Can use all the curb on the outside here, and Coombe uses most of it. And then a very awkward hairpin at Agostini. Deceivingly long, I feel like, this corner.
It is.
And pretty tight on the inside as well. And then this one, who knows? Just take all the curb, I guess?
And it's just about knowing when to throttle, right? A lot of these corners here, it's about pushing the car out, opening up the wheel, just being nice and smooth. This is looking good from Thomas. To here again, that's nice commitment, using all the circuit, nice livery as well.
Don't quite know what's happening with our logos on the timing board. Honda isn't coming up, and then some of the Audis aren't coming up either, so not quite sure what's going on there. We may have to change to the flags instead, unless that magically fixes itself. But Coombe so far with a reasonable lap, a very good 1st sector actually, but not a personal best in the 2nd sector. I think a couple of tenths down on his personal best, but his 1st sector was so good. This could well be good enough for 2nd place, and I dare say I think he might be closer to Pereira than he is to Pittman, so watch out for this one as he crosses the line.
Oh, no.
No, it's
still a second back.
A personal best third sector, but yeah, must have.
That is going to be quite the margin that Pereira has at the end of qualifying, I imagine, with a lot of pro-ams slotting in between that.
There we go, we're in business now. I feel like we may have had...
Oh, no, there we go.
I don't know what was going on with the timing, but it's back now.
It might just be an internet thing, because I went to look at league points and I was running on hopes and dreams for a moment there.
Thanks to Choi Kang-hyun for subscribing to Apex Racing TV.
We nailed
have
that.
got a couple of, well, I'm sure our other South Korean listeners can correct me. We do have a couple of South Korean drivers in the series, albeit they're not on track at the moment. They are in the pro division, so a little bit of time till we see them.
Whoa, straight out. Is that an AM out there? Oh, I suppose they're finishing their laps, yeah.
Yeah, don't be concerned about them getting impeded. They had crossed the line after the 10-minute sub, so they're not actually on a proper lap.
That's what I'm saying, why not just tow, brother? Where are you going?
Yeah, well, it's commitment to the realism, right?
No. No is no. I'm not about that life. I'm that guy who stops 4 foot after the line. People have to swerve out the way.
Wait to stop driving.
Yeah.
So, oh, don't want to do that again. Doing 20-minute races coming. Yuka Monroe with his very good webcam. That's a very wide lens. We can see his sim room there. Yuka, very experienced when it comes to sim racing, very knowledgeable when it comes to sim racing. Does a lot of work for. Is it? I think it's Traction, right? That Yuka writes some stuff for.
I think
Or it might be Overtake. Sure.
I'm not sure. I will look. Overtake. I remember, sort of. Close enough. It was 50-50 if it's a sim racing news website, right?
Yeah.
Oh, someone's weaving their tyres so much I thought they were gone. And for our non-British listeners, sometimes we do have a sunny day without clouds. Granted, it is quite rare.
Well, Snetterton has some of the lowest rainfall in the entirety of the UK because it's.
I thought you were going to say universe, and I thought, mate, that's a stretch. There's
yeah,
deserts.
That and the moon are the top two. On Sunday for BTCC, it will be reaching the scorching temperatures of 28 degrees. But in old Norfolk, where I grew up, that's not totally unusual. I mean, we're a warmest part of the nation and the driest part of the nation as well. So iRacing got one of those things right in this sim. Is it the simulated weather? Ian Carton on his first climb now.
Fry Guys Motorsport.
And I will say it now, and anyone on the YouTube chat, if anyone wants to agree with me or disagree with me, I'd relish a debate. Of course, this whole infield section, I think, was added in 2012, and in my opinion, it's made the circuit worse. I think the old layout was absolutely
I don't remember the old
stunning.
layout.
So it was basically T2, where you got Montreal, and then you go straight onto the back straight.
Wow. So it was an oval?
Yeah, and then the last, where you got Coram and Murray's, the last two corners, Coram used to be a much tighter right-hander, and then you'd have a short straight, and then you'd have an awkward little chicane at Murray's to get you onto the...
I don't know, I like corners. So...
Yeah, but it
it's
used
an
to
oval.
be like... Yeah, it used to be an oval. Like, it used to be absolutely rapid, and now you got just such a fiddly, tricky to overtake,
Sure.
nothing flat section. Good for spectators, though, we'll say that. Yeah.
You do have to be precise. Let's say I don't think I've ever driven a TCR around here, but I think I've done Mazda's, Skippy, F3, and plenty of GT3 around here. I don't think I've ever driven a GTE around here. I mean, maybe just for fun.
I think I raced Lando Norris in GT3 so one time, actually.
Nice. I raced him at Laguna, Charlotte, where, especially in the BMW Sim Cup, the GT ones, they were a lot. Those 12-minute races,
Sure.
wow, they were perfect. So yeah, that Ricardo Pereira lap, he's still hanging. Obviously the Pro-Ams are getting their tyres up to 10th, but still he's out there in the lead by 4 tenths. Ricky Pittman, the nearest AMS, down in 6th, so already creating quite a margin.
Yeah, exceptional from Pereira so far. There are quite a few qualifying bans for today.
Wait, after Brands, no way. But
How many do you think there were?
should be or were 4. 4.
There were 1, 2,
Oh
3,
my
4,
God.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9 quali bans.
Charlie Devlin, Chris Evans, Finley Lines, Joe Newman, Josh Boots, Raul Hernando, Reese Wills, Ryan Stringer, Tommy Bruley have all been put on the naughty step.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, it was chaos. There was a moment, and Grant, I'm doing this on my own, well, apart from the voice in my head. There was, I would guess, about 14, 15 cars off the track at one point. I didn't know what to say. I couldn't just sit there laughing.
It's ironic, isn't it, that we took the rain away and it made it worse.
Yeah, I think there's just a frustration built with Brands Indy because first race and a half were fine, and yeah, second race got a bit frustrated. Third race, you just can't pass, so people were trying dumb stuff. Mark Frederick to pole, good lap, 10th and a half ahead of Ricardo Pereira. Connor Mills, very close. He's only 1.4 tenths off Ricardo Pereira's lap. Stuart Winers in with that lap. Oh, J to P2, very nice. Tomat Sim Racing is watching this from school. Nice. Where in the world are you to be watching this from school?
Yeah,
What
must be
country?
somewhere in the US, right?
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, East Coast.
Choi Kang-hyun, who did subscribe to Apex Racing TV earlier on. Forgive me, I thought he was a pro driver, but no, he is a pro-am driver.
He had brilliant pace at Brands Hatch.
He was keeping up with his mentor, Young-Soo Moon.
Yep.
Scott Duncan being a little bit of a naughty man because he should not be out on circuit right now.
Oh yeah, he's done 8 laps.
Yeah. See if Duncan did this last time. I'm not seeing Duncan do this last time.
Our producer just can ping him a message, right? Just right-click on his name, say, "Oi, pull over." I don't know actually. Why doesn't he do that? Is it laziness?
Well, that and it would come up on the broadcast, right? And then you'd see all the other messages that they're sending the drivers.
Yeah. I tuned into some NASCAR creator race last night on iRacing, and yeah, I was there for 4 seconds, and the first thing I saw on the broadcast was a pink message from iRacing saying, "Stop swearing." Which I thought was funny.
Times are very close now. Jay Corley puts a little bit of a gap between him and the rest. But it's Frederick in second place. Osborne, Mills, Kang-hyun, and Pereira's lap now drops down to 6th, albeit he is 7 places ahead of the next highest amateur driver. Tristan Engelstad will be across the line fairly soon, albeit it's not a good second sector for Engelstad. It might get him up a place, but and it does do him exactly that, but no further. Just needs to improve on that second sector, and he'll be right in the mix. Will Engelstad, the Swedish driver?
We have a question from chat. Hamburgers or smash burgers?
Forgive me.
Smash burger, I think,
I'm
is
not sure
just
what is a smash burger.
grilled by being pressed hard down, I believe. Think never frozen. I can't remember. I think it's that. But yeah, if that's it, then I'm all about that smash burger life.
Sure.
But homemade burgers are... I make homemade burgers a lot, and they're OP. So I don't know. Tough. Can't eat a burger, to be honest. I'm actually quite hungry now.
So if still, well, this is going to be the last attempt for most of these drivers. Adam Kindness most certainly isn't going to get to the line in time to start another lap, albeit he is slowing down, so that will just be the end of his qualifying. Aiden Carter trying to find an improvement. Can Frederick get to the line? He might be the last to cross the line here.
Yeah, sector.
His times are all right. He can start another lap though, so he's got one more in the back.
That was close, wasn't it?
It was close, but he definitely made it. So our timing is correct. Mills moves up into second place. Carter only 8th, disappointing for Aiden Carter. This is Kang Hyun's last attempt. It's a personal best first sector, but he's slightly off the money in the second.
Yeah.
Can he find a 10th of a second and move up a place? He can. Onto the second row of the grid provisionally. Tristan Engelstad, how's his second sector? Still struggling in that second sector, but it is a personal best. I'm not sure if this is actually going to get him up a place because there's a bit of a gap.
Yeah,
to the
that
next
second
car.
sector is pretty slow.
And yeah, it does improve, but stays in P13. Frederick did cross the line, we think, with about a second to spare. Of course, if he didn't cross the line and he completes this lap and he sets a time and it's an improvement, then he will get a post-race penalty for his race 1 result. So it's up to him to decide whether it was fair or not.
Scott Duncan has, yeah, he's realised, but he's done 10 laps, which is a lot.
Frederick's first sector is miles off, so this is just an in-lap really for him. Jack Osborne is a little bit further up the road, not setting personal best sectors, but if he sets the fastest final sector that anyone's ever set, it might be enough to get him on the grid. Oh, he's unfinished it. Is that 1x? Well, he's gone back to the pits anyway.
My sort of guy.
One of the toughest pit entries, probably, as Osborne has now got a black flag for that. One of the toughest pit entries.
Yeah, there's a few
very narrow.
technical ones. I once had Alton Park in an official in a GT3. I had the very, 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 very first pit.
Yeah.
That's it. How
it is almost impossible.
it's
right?
almost impossible. Yeah, you have to do like a 9-point turn to box. Because your brain immediately thinks, oh, I had noticed it too late. It's like, no, there's a wall there.
I mean, Two Face should have qualified better.
Yeah, there is that. It was the year, you know, when the 1-2 off tracks are, you touch the two
Sure,
curve,
yeah,
touch
yeah.
it.
Have you tried the rescans?
No.
It's really good because now at T1 the curb is just like it bounces you so much you can't use it, and in T2 there's no at Cascades there's no curb, so it's sort of a natural sort of deterrent rather than the
Right.
deterrent. Works very well.
That's a slower corner.
Slightly slower, yeah.
No, I love the track. GT3 week there, I don't know, a couple of years ago. I feel like we don't go to the smaller tracks like those as much, although this season we've gone to Tsukuba and Brands, if you can believe it.
Going to Thuxton.
Yeah, I know. Reese and Notron, thanks for the sub to the Apex Racing TV channel.
Spitzy asking where Andrew is. Well, he's now on track. There he is, Max Andrews.
Yep, pros have just taken to the track.
And this is his first time lap of it. We saw, at least in the pro-ams, the first times were very unreflective.
Unreflective.
Yeah, like, is there a better...
Well, not that. Unreflective.
Oh, it's a word, though, isn't it? Like, don't pretend that it's not a word.
Yeah, but there was no point bringing up a reflective if it wasn't reflective. Like, why was it mentioned? That's my problem.
If the times were reflective, I would have said the first lap times were reflective of the final standings, whereas they were unreflective.
Yeah.
Someone's just hit the wall there, and that will be 0x, so it's probably not very wise to do that. It was
James Dennison straight away over fast lap. Youngsoo Moon P3. He's only he's very close to the P1 position on his first flyer, is Moon. I don't know if you can remember where Moon qualified last season for this. Obviously, he's our last season's champion.
I think he won this round, but I think he got wiped out in race 3, which was basically every round for him.
Yeah, he didn't have the best race 3 record. Scores going up very wide there. I don't believe that Frank's had the best season. Great driver, great season last season, but I don't think this season's gone his way. Maybe I'm wrong, but there's been 6 races compressed into 2 weeks, so it's very difficult to remember.
To confirm, Moon did get pole position and the most points scored last year here, so it was a good circuit for him.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Of course, missed round 1 of this season, didn't have a good time of it last time at Brands Hatch Indy, so he has got some catching up to do as the defending champion.
He didn't miss round 1. He didn't want to participate in our season.
Yeah,
and then watched Drauswain and was like, oh, I do.
Yeah. I realised what he was missing.
He realised what he was missing.
Nice and steady now. Some nice reflections.
Yeah, I wonder if that will affect the track times, track temp a little bit. It's open qualifying.
Well, it's up to 35 degrees track temperature now. It's very warm, despite the fact that it's only 20 degrees air temperature.
Right, let's see what Max can do. Maybe we'll watch an onboard lap. See how Max gets it done.
13th with that attempt, but half a second off. Dennison
straight. Oh yeah, 2 tenths as well. Moon.
Nice.
Yeah, 54.7.
Stefanina up to P3. Our big hitters all up there besides this man Max Andrews.
Yeah, watching on board of Max's lap, expecting good things. Let's keep an eye. His sector 1. No. Although I don't know where the end of sector 1 is granted. But at the moment I'm seeing some.
No, absolutely nailed it.
Yep.
Electric through sector 1.
Well, I'm seeing a 35.9 from Dennison.
Sure. Yeah, Dennison's now improving himself.
Yeah. Jaden Scotton, one to watch, coming up driver. Yep, forward to seeing how he gets on. Currently sitting P7, P4 in the pros. Obviously score points for your overall. So that's why Pereira is on for a whopping amount of points. His nearest class competitor is some 11 positions away. Wow, he's P10 overall at the moment. That'll probably drop with our pro drivers out there, but still. Impressive stuff. Can I smell a mid-season promotion, Sam?
I don't think. We'll see. He needs to start beating the crowds, so I think he's going to do that. So Andrew's certainly improving, but it's not going to be a time which troubles the very top. Maybe second row of the grid. Might clear all the pro-ams here, Andrews.
Yeah, he's about 3 tenths off, so maybe like P5. I don't know. It's hard without knowing the third sector time. P4. Moon delivering another improvement. 54.7. If we compare that to the Pro-Am poll that we had from Jay McCauley, that's Jay Corley, that's 3 tenths. Very impressive.
Dennison returned back to the pits to get some fresh tyres on. Remember, once that 32 minutes is up, that is completely it for the drivers, so they have got to complete their time by that 32 minutes. So this next lap for James Dennison will be his last attempt.
Okay, Scott Duncan is out there. He is a legend. He is putting in some lap time.
Yeah, in 27th place right now is Duncan. He's done twice as many laps as anyone else. He's basically done a race distance. He's done more than a race distance in this qualifying.
Would you penalise me? If you saw my name and saw me doing stuff, would you just let it slide because it's me?
I wouldn't even need to see you do something. Just
give it.
Just give him, yeah. I just sneak it in. When it's a day like today and there's 9 drivers with qualified, but I'll just slip it in there. Nah, no
What can James Dennison do? Keep an eye on his sector times. Sector 1's good, but a 10th a 10th for a track like this, a 10th is a lot. Let's see. They're difficult for us to predict lap times. There's only 3 sectors yet. It's a minute 54, so it's really tricky. The sector counts in iRacing are crazy. How many you each get?
Moon is not going to improve on this next lap, and so that's going to be Moon's qualifying over. He's not going to have time to complete another lap, so it comes down to James Dennison.
Yeah, and Stephanie's done. Got Dennison, Max Andrews, Mihailov, and Noah. Yeah.
Despite qualifying for the man who's in second place in the championship, and yeah, it was Baldiston not performing at the moment, but he does still have another attempt score.
Yeah, my pit down 16th. And Ricardo Perez hanging on to 11th. That's insane.
Yeah.
Dennison crosses the line.
Not going to be pole for Dennison, and yeah, he's a long way off with that last attempt. Sikorsky moves up to the P13. Covers something, does
Noah's parked it, P17. Halov is out there. Max.
Scott Duncan.
Scott Duncan is still on track.
Duncan might be the first and last driver to set times today. I wouldn't be surprised if he's out there in after 32 minutes, frankly.
Yeah.
There's no stopping him.
Nope.
So this is the man who can change the top of the standings. His first sector is not a personal best. He's a couple of tenths down on Dennison. His second sector is about half a tenth down on Dennison. And neither of them were personal bests. So it's not looking good for Max Andrews.
No, he's
and
parked
in
it.
fact, he comes back to the pits. Mihailov
Does he have time to finish this?
will get nowhere near.
No.
And I think hopefully he knew. His first 2 sectors.
I think Mihailov had a stronger season last season. He's been in with the fight during the races, but he's qualifying this season, as far as I can tell, has not been on it.
Yes, yeah, he ended last season very strongly.
He did.
He's got some good results this season. But yeah, let's see if
I haven't seen that phone box before.
Oh my god, it's Doctor Who here.
Yeah, what the hell?
Youngsu Moon on pole position then for race 1. And, well, that is words that we spoke many a time last season. It's good to speak them again. James Dennison is alongside him. Then it's Andrea Stefanina and Max Andrews, absolutely stacked front 2 rows of the grid. Then it's Jay Cooley on the Pro-Am pole, ahead of Mills, Frederick, Scotton, Kang Hyun, Jack Osborne, and Ricardo Pereira is top of the amateurs. Then it is Simeon Mihailov in 12th, Sikorsky, Smart, Shirokov, Carter, Osbaldiston, YNS, Kindness, his teammate, Beement, Ingolstadt, Pittman, Coombe, watch out for him, Strobel, watch out for him as well, Aaron Harris, Malcolm, Duncan, Monroe, Fremont, Rolf, Taylor, Beatty, Walsh, Scullard, and then I think these are all the drivers who got qualifying bans. Devlin, Boot, Newman, Stringer, Evans, and Wills. There's a sea of whites indicating the AMs, and then we've got quite a diverse mix of Pro-Ams and Pros right at the back of the order, so expect a lot of overtakes back there.
And yeah, and poor Scott Duncan will be joining them next race.
Yeah.
Especially how many laps. Might have done a record. Especially because it's an AM driver.
He's done all his laps for next week, this week.
Yeah.
So it's only fair. I think everyone is on the grid. They are. So
40 cars.
Our 40-car field is about to get underway then. And away we launch Youngsu Moon from the pole position. And it looks like it's a better start for James Dennison, who pulls to the outside. And I think he's going to have a clear shot of this 2-1. Moon can do nothing about it. And Dennison immediately takes the lead here at Snetterton. Behind him, it's Moon, Stefanina. Good start for Scotland. But are there any issues into the Montreal hairpin, the slowest corner on the circuit? Big braking zone. You can see on that right screen the drivers in the midfield. So far, getting away with it all right, but we'll see how we get on in the infield as well.
Yeah, so Josh Taylor up 6 positions, Ryan Stinger up 7 positions, Aaron Beattie, James Fremont and Chris down quite a few positions from the start. But James Dennison's taking the lead, as you mentioned. Next mover and shakers is Jack Osborne up 2 positions, Jaden up 1. Everyone is facing forwards.
And we're really desperate to retake that position straight away. And Dennison is going ultra defensive right now. And that is just going to back these guys up into the drivers behind. Frederick and Hang Hyun, both with poor starts, but they're battling for P9 right now. As we see the view from Stefanina looking at these top 2. And again, who's going to have a chance under the bridge?
Yeah, he's going less defensive right now.
Moon's not going to do that, is he? No.
No. I think Moon has to be smart about covering off behind as well, but he had a thought about all the sides and dimensions there. Charlie Devlin up 11 positions. He was a qualifying ban, right?
Yes.
Wow. Ryan Stinger up 9. Scott Duncan, has he had an issue? No, he's just been passed a couple of times. Nice battle, but round the outside here, it wears out fast. And if you send it on the outside there, 2 people are going to die. Oi, big curb hit. Dennison looking fantastic. This is good stuff. Jaden Scotton's up 1 position to P7. He's got 2 Pro-Ams ahead of him, but Jay and Connor both rapid drivers. Well, Jay's up to 4.2k. Pro-Am. We've got Scott Malcolm Cam.
Oh,
well defended. Although, yeah, shame.
Scott cool as ever. And,
Yeah, no anger, nothing. Just it is what it is. I went deep. Charlie Devlin up 13 positions. Man is having fun.
Yeah, and there haven't really been that many issues for the drivers who started ahead of him either. I mean, we've had a few pit stops. Duncan, Fremont.
Yeah, what happened to Scott Duncan?
A few of them started near the back anyway. Duncan and Fremont, I imagine, collided. They did start near each other, and there is no faster pair in this series as well, so that could be the end of their day. Actually, I got Shurikov with a meatball flag. He may have collided with Aaron Beattie, and that car is limping around. He will have to return to the pits.
Yeah, we'll get you some replays, find out what happened to these 4 pitters, because I didn't see any major incidents or massive loss of positions. So either black flags from the start, which happens in standing starts, or meatballs. Poor Scott Malcolm's lost 7 positions since the start. Obviously lost probably 5 with the defensive going deep.
Big fan of the very different colours.
Yeah.
The top 3 drivers, very easy to pick out.
And we've got 3 of our top 3 are each in a different car as well.
And first and third are Project 91 Racing Team and Race Point Media by Project 1.
Yeah.
Which is a long name.
It is.
But they are basically the same.
Is Luca going to have a look? Pushing Reese through the corner.
Yeah, Reese of course started from the back, and so you'd expect we'll make this move and then pull off into the distance.
Okay, we've got some replays. Here is what happened to Josh Boot.
He started right in the back, remember, was trying to make his way through the order. Oh no, Josh. Oh no.
Yeah.
I think that's done the front right corner. Oh no, that will go.
There's a car there, mate. Hopefully bent wheel rather than broken brain. Yeah, broken car, I assume. Trying to stay out of the way. All right.
Munro seems to have had a bit of an issue because he's really detached now from the pack. So bad lap 3 of the race for him. Let's see what happens to Munro.
Shame, we were just following him. Yeah, the guy behind looks like he was just trying to outbrake The guy that was next to him just went a bit deep.
Not sure who that was. Could have been Joe Newman. And if it's not Joe Newman, I apologise. Mark Frederick's still in P12, but he's had a bit of an excursion.
Oh!
Right, in fact, actually, he did lose a position with this. Two
Wow,
positions.
it's a weird little rear kick.
Smartman was Balderston passed.
Dennison doing a fantastic job from the front. Oh, we got some nice battling here. Let's see. Well held inside.
Oh, double overtake for Kang Hyun, if he can hold on to it. Him sliding in there, did the South Korean.
Oh, he's trying to tuck back in, but that ain't going to be it. Yeah.
He suffered from what he benefited from on the previous lap. And
He seems angry, but you can't tuck in like that. It's just, there's cars there. If you're going to overslight the apex, someone else is going to have a look. Tucking in's great, but it ain't always an option. Well, the track limits are a suggestion at that corner from that camera angle. Ricardo Pereira, P15, down 4 positions, but holding on well. Noah Osbaldeston up to P11 from his very poor qualifying of P17. Reese Wills, was he was a qualifying ban as well. Up 15 positions. Shame to have lost so many drivers. Still don't know what happened to Scott Duncan.
Yeah. Scott
Maybe
Duncan
Freeman, but
and,
I'm not sure.
Yeah, Freeman, I think, collided on that one.
And here we have him, Mr. Qualifying himself. Oh, wait. What did I miss there? How did he hit the wall? I have so many questions on that incident. Oh. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't Scott's fault. James Dennison putting on a real show. We've spoke to him, right, before. Had an interview with him.
He did like 1 round last season. I remember having a chat with him after that.
Yeah.
But yeah, very impressive last time out.
Oh,
at,
yeah.
At Brands Hatch.
Yeah, 100%. Looking strong here. Seems to have Young Soo Moon's number here with the 6/10 gap.
Was similar to Moon. He missed the first round of the season, so has got a lot of points to catch up, and didn't have a good race 3 last time out of it. His race 1 and 2 were so good that he managed to cover
It's a
good
good
amount of
battle.
points.
Nice and respectful. Is this Joe and Josh?
We should remember that Joe was the one who harmed your friend and mine, Luca Monroe, earlier.
Ah, okay.
So take his finishing result with a grain of salt, I think, because there's a risk that he might be demoted.
Great stuff from Charlie Devlin and Reese Wills, both up 15, especially Charlie Devlin into P20. If he can keep this momentum going and push in race 2, if he can get to 8th at the end of race 2, he starts the race 3 first.
Waiting for someone to go for the overtake at Nelson. We haven't seen it so far.
Is Nelson the very last left-hander?
No, the right-hander.
Oh, yeah, that's awkward as hell. You both go it through so slowly.
This one's very similar though, isn't it?
Yeah, this one's awful. If you dive to the left here, yeah, it's awful. There's nowhere for the other car to go. There's no tracking out. It's awful. And that's why we're not seeing it. Best exit there, but probably not the easiest with the dirty air in this car, and slightly blind as well. Whoa. Good lord, the downshifts in this car, they kick.
Aiden Carter through into 15th position, past
Carter Pereira.
But yeah, disappointing day for Carter so far, usually fighting for the top positions in the Pro-Ams. Doing what he can in this race 1. He will not get back any more places unless something happens ahead of him.
So Moon hasn't led a lap this race, so Dennison's got the lead lap point over him and the fastest lap point over him, but Moon has the qualifying pole point over him.
Yeah.
Tristan Engel and Alexander Strobel, nice battle. Some offs as well. I think there was some argy-bargy, but I am just staring at data here. Is that the scene in Neo when you see the dude looking at that green screen? That's all we look at.
Yeah, we are Keanu Reeves.
Sort of. Yeah, Matt Damon turned down the role for that.
Yeah.
Crazy, right? Obviously, not that he didn't do well.
Well, of course, he turned down Avatar.
Okay.
And I think he was offered 10% of the gross. So when you consider Avatar's now made, the first Avatar's made about 2.7 billion. The second Avatar about 2.1 billion. The third Avatar about 1.5 billion.
Harrison Ford's done it right for himself. He got Star Wars shares.
Yeah.
Right on the beginning. I think he was one of the only few members that went down that path.
I think Alec Guinness got some of those shares as well.
I think they did quite well. A couple of...
Yeah, not bad.
Couple did quite well. What can Ricky do? He's having a look. Great stuff from James Dennison here. Very calm, very collected. And Moon seems to just locking in this P2 position. Here we go. This is Tristan and Strobel. They've been at it for a while, I believe. Yes. Here we go again. It's gone deep. Holding him to the inside. He tracks him out wide. This is TCR Racing. Whoa. Thought he was going to have a late dive look. That would have been contact and death.
We'll be looking at these guys, 3 of them ahead. And he could get all of them by the end of the race. He's not going to get any further than that, Wills, but that'd be a good effort from him to, after missing out on qualifying, he'll stand wide again, he's making himself vulnerable.
Yeah, I mean, he's trying, but these attempts are futile around the outside.
Yeah. Good news is that his teammates behind Strobel and Gilstad are teammates.
I imagine Reese is going to want to get on with this.
And Joe Newman as well, actually, as well. He's now joined to the back of this. And Thomas Coombe as well, who's had a bit of a very disappointing round so far as Coombe. Of course, our championship leader. 2 poles this season for Coombe, but nowhere in qualifying this time. Comfortably beaten by Pereira.
Bonk.
And I mean, when you're in this position as Pigman, you're not really looking ahead anymore because you know that you're not going to catch up to the cars ahead. You're just trying to make sure that you hold back the drivers behind.
Yeah, because Tristan and Strobel and Reese look, and obviously Thomas Coombe and Joe Newman, they're all fast, and he's got them all behind him.
Osborne's under pressure here from Kang Hyun. And Kang Hyun is going to move past her, and there's very little that Osborne can do about it from here, but is Smart going to take advantage as well?
Yeah, I think he will. Beautiful brake precision. No, nothing you can do now around the outside. Oh, no, complete overlap.
So Kang Hyun up into 8th position now, quite 2 seconds off Scotland, so he's not going to catch up to that. Teammates alongside. Are they teammates? Are those teammates?
What, Reese and Joe? Tristan and
The
Strobel
other
are.
two, yeah.
Wait, they're the two that have been battling like crazy, weren't they?
Oh, no, they got away with it. No. That was annoying, right? Because...
Is that to Joe what he did last time? That was the second time he's done that, right?
Well, Strobel tried to save them all by turning out of the corner, but it just slowed him down and meant that they all met on the exit. I think if Strobel actually taken the corner normally, they would have been all right. This was Newman and Wills.
So, this is the second time he's out broke himself and nearly hit... Yeah, he did hit the car,
Yeah.
that's why. Yeah, no, yeah.
And
It's,
then really should have got out of it on exit as well.
yeah, that's Joe 2 for 2 in my eyes, but I'm not a steward. Nor do I want to be.
I mean, he seems to like to have these qualifying bans. Of course, he had a qualifying ban earlier on. And, yep, could be sitting out qualifying next time as well.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't praise Ricciardo because he broke late. We praise Ricciardo because he broke late and made the corner. There's a big difference. It's a really huge difference. It's Verstappen. That's the one who is the late breaker but doesn't make the corner.
Sure.
He doesn't need to because I don't think anyone's tried thinking, oh, he'll make the corner, I'll stay here. Hamilton just moves out of the way and complains. Right, I digress. This is side by side, Aaron Harris and Ryan Stinger. Whoop. Car there.
Dennison up to 7/10 of a second of a gap. It's edged out.
Yeah, 8 now.
Yeah.
Getting close to 9. But Moon hasn't got much, not no motivation, but Stefan is like over 2 seconds back. So these two really do have the pace. So I think Moon's just locking his position. He'll get another shot at this next round in the first couple of corners when tyres are cold and standing start. And then obviously in race 3, if he's still behind, he'll be ahead. But yeah, if Moon has a weakness, it's when he's in the reverse grid. I don't know if he's just too much of a nice guy. I don't know what it is, but he always struggled in the reverse grids compared to his rivals last season.
Yeah, got caught up in a lot of instances, didn't he?
Mm. Oh. Reese getting that done. Almost look orchestrated, to be honest. Maybe he just had a big run.
Yeah, so Reese now up to 22nd place. He could get Tristan Engelstad. He's up 18 places from his race start.
I don't know if they're teammates, them two. They're both Scorpio.
They are... Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, Engelstad is Scorpio, yeah.
I forgive you. Sikorsky and Mihailov, 13, 14. Noah, 11. They're just not... It's not clicking. Brilliant drivers. I think Sikorsky, Mihailov, and Noah, yeah, extremely gifted drivers. But
where would you be in this grid?
Where would I be in this grid? Probably fighting Jay.
Okay.
Yeah, Max. He's lower rated than me, but he does look really good. And I haven't got a look in on Moon or Dennison. And Stefanini, again, looks very good. But I would need to practice. Love this track, though. Had a really good season here, like in the Lamborghini. Away, grinding iRacing. But no, and Jay's a very decent driver. I know he's only a Pro-Am, 4.2K, but yeah. I've seen him do lots of races. Very good driver.
Devlin with a slowdown a little bit further down the order. I think he'll hold on. Scottson right now on the tail of Mills.
Yeah.
P6.
Pushing him through the corners, looking rapid. Just needs to set up this exit. It's not about being close, it's about being early on that throttle. Getting a nice line hooked up.
Yeah, this is his best chance.
Yeah, that's nicely done.
T1, T2. But you can see for the first half of the straight, that Audi is
there's
away,
just no draft.
It's the whole straight. And I wonder if that's maybe an element of the cars or the setup, because yeah, that straight line speed for Mills was impeccable. But through the corners, Scottson can more than keep up. But the chances are running out.
Lovely. Lovely switchback. Obviously, he's going to be on the outside. We haven't seen anyone really pull this off yet. Getting the overlap is just not possible, but it's all over him. Really good off corner.
He's getting to the inside if he can, but there's nothing there.
Nope.
He can switch to the inside here, but no.
Good defending from Connor. He's he knows where to put the car, but he does seem to have such a pace differential that I don't know if he can help us off. What's
Frederick with an issue, but I think he will get back going. Just a brief excursion, has lost 2 places. Stefanino with a slowdown further up the road. That's at this corner where it's very easy to pick up a slowdown. As Scottson tries to get underneath, there's contact, and where's Kang Yun in relation to these guys? He's right on their tail. And Scottson has so much more pace
He was
through the corners.
pushing him. It was too close on exit. He had the run, but he tried to keep the throttle in and was just tripping over.
Can Stefanina serve that slowdown in time? Because he's still got it. Needs to serve this sensibly. Cannot serve it mid-corner and hold up your drivers. And he serves it well, to be fair, and he has to screech on the brakes. And he's dropped 2 places. Had he served it better, he would have only dropped the 1. This is a queue all the way to the line. Let's stick with this, I reckon.
Yeah.
Because Denison's going to win the race regardless. But is there going to be a dive from anyone?
No,
There is going to be a dive. And it's Kangyun who loses out. And it's more drivers who lose out.
Oh, honestly.
Kieran Smart cannot get that car out of the way. And Kangyun, and then Osborne.
That was awful from Kangaroo. That was... there is no iRating number I can put on. What a sick drift. Nah, honestly, it was awful. 3 back, no run. There's no space. There's never been space there. You can't be left. And, yeah. Sorry, I'm just utterly displeased. We didn't see anyone try that nonsense.
Osbow's just got a meat for that and yet managed to get to the line. You'll see Osborne tries to put his foot down, but cannot. Ended up spinning. And yeah, there it was from Kangyun. And then, yeah, just ended up in the middle of the circuit. Smart just wishing him to
Move, you
get out of the
idiot.
way.
He wound his window down. Do you hear him screaming?
Can't park there.
Yeah. Awful attempt. Serious low IQ. Serious low IQ move. It was all desperation. If you want to go for that move and get it done, practice, qualify better. Then you won't have to make a dumbass move on white flag.
You really could feel like someone's going to do it, though, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Like, with the way that they were being held up, they probably overheated their tyres. They're all sort of braking early for each other. And, yeah, it was Kangyun who went for it. And he lost out from it significantly. Ended up in 21st position. The race will just come to a conclusion soon. I think Chris Scullard was a bit detached, so he's now crossed the line. And that will tick the session over, and then we'll be straight into race 2, which has the same grid as the race 1 results. So you can see there Denison at the top, and those drivers who got caught up in that late race incident, Kangyun and Osborne most notably, but also Karts as well, lost a couple of places, really suffering. And of course it will suffer them for the 3rd race as well, because well, they were in with a chance of reverse grid pole for race 3, and I think that's not going to happen now.
Yeah, Jack and the other driver in the blue car really lost out there. Yeah, sad to see, because it had been a really good, precise race, some really good battling, and then utter donkey.
Well, was that the exception, or is that the beginning of something? Because we are about to get underway for race 2 of the evening. We're just waiting for Max Andrews. Mark Frederick as well needs to get on the grid, and Frederick is not going to get onto the grid. I don't know why he hasn't, but the man who was supposed to start in P11 has not made it, and you'll have to start from the pit lane. So, race 2 of the evening is underway. Denison with a good start once again, and he's way clear of Moon. Good start for Corley, who I think is going to get up into ahead of Stefanina. Corley's up into the top 3 overall. A fantastic day that he's having, and it was a poor start for Max Andrews right there as they go to the inside of the circuit. There's going to be a bit of contact there, and they're all squirming about.
That's really bad. So we're going to lose Max, Ryan, Jaden.
Scottson was the one who spun into the middle of the circuit, and Andrews having to go the long way around. Awful start for Max Andrews.
Yeah, what a shame.
Off the circuit goes Adam Kindness, and he's not happy with someone, and the driver's super bunched up into Agostini.
Right, big movers and shakers. Jay, which I thought got caught up in that, is actually still up that 1 position. Stefani's all fine. Max Andrews down 3, Noah Poseidon up 1. Charlie Devlin up 3. Josh Boot up 10. Yeah, Adam Kindness really losing out. Oh, some movers and shakers. Some off tracks. Got 3 or 4 off tracks out there. Something's happened, unless they're all just cutting the outside. Yeah, they're all just...
Kartzer went very well. He's actually ended up one place up as Kartzer from where he started, but he might lose that now to Devlin. Remember, started from the back in race 1, but he stormed his way up to the order. Has he overshot that one, though? No, he's absolutely nailed it. Still warming up the tyres.
Yeah, he's looked really good from that quali ban. Finding himself now in 11th after starting, you know, bang last in the first race. Staying out of trouble. Oh, Thomas Newman.
And Newman.
Yeah, and it looks like Newman's really felt the brunt of it.
So our championship leader in the amateurs, the man who's won the first 2 rounds of the season in the
Thomas
amateurs.
Kuhn is very damaged, yeah. Unfortunately, we'll find out what happened to that in a moment. He's having trouble even parking the car.
Scottson and Mihailov.
Ooh. Nicely done.
Scottson will have the better line.
Yeah. Oh, Josh Taylor is completely dropping, like maybe a disconnect or a toe, because he dropped way too fast. I'm taking a look around the outside.
We'll get through.
That Track Scotland livery looks a lot like the altitude, right? I've been very confused 2 or 3 times.
Oh, Joe. Oh, Joe. Oh, Joe.
Yeah, just park. That's the
worse
3rd time, right?
made.
Same corner. Oh. No, that's fine. That's TCR driving. That's normal. Realistic.
He hasn't had a good starting career. He's actually lost the amateur lead, so Pittman will get a lead lap, although he hasn't led long enough. Pereira muscles his way back through.
Nicely
bad
done.
stuff for Pereira.
That was TCR racing. That's what iRacing need to work on with the slip. I want to see that. Both cars side by side, everyone's fine, and we carry on. Beautiful. All right, Denison, Moon, Cordy having a great race. Holding P3. Stefanini, see if he can hold off Stefanini. And then the top 4 breakaway. Connor Mills is some 1.7 seconds off the pack. 3.5 seconds off the lead. No, Osbaldeston finds himself up 2 in this race. And Max, who was involved in that incident at the beginning with also Jaden, down 4 and down 1 respectively. Oh, where are you going?
Sherkov just having to come to a stop back there. It's registered as a crash in our system.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see Andrew's sort of half spin into that that T2 hairpin. Andrews and I think it was Scottson actually as well, who had like a massive slide into Montreal on that one. Here it was. Sort of moving about a little bit, and
it was just checking up. Yeah.
Well, whoever the pink car is sort of at fault. I think, is that Osbaldeston or is that?
Not sure. Ryan Stinger has had an off. What's happened to Ryan? Oh, hello, welcome back. I think he had a giant off. He has lost some positions. Scott Duncan's climbed. Connor Pereira down 5. Francis Kurski down 3. Youngsu Moon with the fastest lap of the race, so that's Ryan.
That looks like some contact. Really tricky to see the numbers on these cars.
It is.
So you can angle
Oh.
286. Scott Duncan's had an issue.
Yep, he is into the pits, unfortunately, is Scott. As Stefanini's made a move on Jay Cooley. Well, whether he just didn't want to fight it anymore, because Jay is on for a good one here. He's leading at Pro-Am again, and he has a 1.5 second gap over Connor, so he may have just decided not to fight this.
Bush Beam has gone back to the pits as well. One of our front-running Brown drivers in the previous rounds.
Yeah, this is smart from Jay, really smart. Don't often see this.
Oh, Choi Kang-kyun has had another issue, albeit actually he's rejoined, so actually I think he just lost. It was forced wide at the hairpin and lost a couple of places.
Unless it was near Jack, then I might know why. Oh, we're going to see something here. It's really packed up.
Who are they all stuck behind? So I think Wills has just moved to the front of this. And Osborne, a great comeback from Osborne, up 11 places. I said that he's not going to get reverse grid pole. Well, he's not going to be a million miles away from it. He needs 8.
Yeah, he's a good driver, is Jack. He's just really unlucky at the end of the last race.
Wills a bit early on the brakes, but still.
Jack's got that outside, but he could lose one here. This is bold. Well handled. As Stanley Rolfe had enough, I think.
Wills holding on, still holding on, but it feels like a matter of time. Osborne sends it, and Osborne makes contact. Will he launch over the curb?
Oh.
He misses the curb, but he misses the track.
Can we get a replay of that if there's contact under braking, or if it was just overcooked?
And that is the risk of going for that overtake there. Unfortunately, there are no cars ahead of him.
Let's see.
Yeah, nothing wrong, I think, that the other car did.
No. Yeah, because I feel for Jack because of everything that happened at the end of race 1. But had he just stayed door to door with the guy and broke the space away under braking, rather than handing all the space to him to open up the corner more, then I think he might have got away with it. It is bold to even try that in that corner, though. A lot has to go right for you to late brake into that corner. But I can understand. Also, he doesn't want to hear this. He's super frustrated. So I can. I've been there. You know, completely understand. He tried.
Scotson's just got past Andrews, albeit might send it back again. No, he stays behind. We're watching Frederick and Stringer and Harris.
Hello to Alan and chat. Hope you're well, mate.
By the way, the driver who caused the incident at T2 on lap 1 was Connor Mills. So there won't be any impact for the race to reverse, or the race to the reverse grid, but there could well be a post-race penalty for Mills. Because, yeah, from what I saw, it looked like he bumps the cars ahead.
Aaron Harris has had a proper off, I think. He's dropping.
It's been flirting with that, I think, most of this race too, but that one does seem the most significant of yours.
Yeah. Get a replay of what happened to Aaron Harris. He is going, but very slowly.
Oh, no. Well, that was a bit of understeering there. Ryan Stringer, who might be in for another qualifying ban himself. I think the drivers just really enjoyed the qualifying ban, so he sort of maybe want to get them, I'm quite sure.
Joe Newman was obviously jealous because he really wants to score.
He wants them for the rest of the season.
He probably has a couple coming. Oh no, can Beeman get this stopped and leave space?
Backs out of it.
Oi.
Oh,
Lovely.
Okay. Forced him into an error. Good work. That was on Reese Wills.
Yeah, nicely done.
Who's, of course, was ahead of this train, but is slowly dropping back, is Wills. So I'm sure we'll go back to live pictures. And next up to overtake him will be Jack Osborne, with a second attempt for Osborne have. Of course, he went off under the bridge earlier on when he was trying to overtake them.
I think Shirokov had a small off, but I think he's recovered just fine.
Wills versus... Oh, has Wills got back past people?
Yeah,
okay.
just saw that.
So he's fighting back again, and here comes Osborne. And Beeman will send it back.
Yeah, 100%.
And Osborne squeezes his way past.
If we could get a replay of Osborne and Wills, because Osborne was flashing. I wonder if there was a last corner send.
So this is the re-overtake.
No way.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
No, that's clean.
what? I mean, I'm not sure.
What? Oh, the rule,
Well, he
Article
turned out
7.
of the corner. Like, if he'd actually taken the corner.
Yeah, I get you. Long live. Hello, I'm Rick's little sister. Please, can I get a shout out for being the best sister ever? Yes.
Well, we both have sisters, right?
I do have a sister.
So
One.
I have 2 sisters, so I think it'd be it's a conflict of interest really for me. I'm quite fond of mine, so
I could take or leave mine, so yeah.
That, yeah.
Unless she hears this, then I'm dead forever.
I can say best little sister because
Same.
my sisters are both older than me.
My sister's younger than me, but I'm not young, so.
Sure. Speaking of Pittman, loses a place to Adam Kindness, who went off right at the start of the race on lap 1 and has had to come back ever since then. He's nearly back to where he started, so good job there from Kindness.
Yeah, Ricky Pittman's doing well up to this race. He is P2 in the AM drivers overall at the moment. James Dennison has broke the draft to Young Soo Moon. But yeah, Jay Cooley's doing fantastic. I always want to say Macaulay. Did we have a driver called Macaulay at one point? I'm hearing in my voice, in my head.
Of course, Dan Macaulay.
Dan Macaulay. That's why I keep saying Jay Macaulay. But yes, Jay Cooley doing a fantastic job. He's kept that gap at Connor Mills about a second and a half while staying in the draft of Stefanini. Connor Mills, who might face a post-race review.
Yeah, and I think if he was going to get a penalty, it'd likely be a 5-second penalty. So right now he would potentially drop behind Devlin. But that would only affect his points. He would still get within the reverse grid, so it's not too bad for him. Right now, reverse grid pole would be Max Andrews, who has had a miserable race too. He started P3, dropped 2 places before he even got to T1, and then got caught up in the Scotton Mills contact at T2, and lost even more places, and then he got overtaken by Scotson just on pace, so has ended up in P8. But
here we go, Jack Osborne and Wheels, very fast drivers, both with something to prove.
This is round 2 between these guys.
Jack's held the overlap. Tough this corner though. Going for the switchback. Very hard to pass here. Obviously 2 very fast drivers. Okay, he's got the speed. What can he do with it?
Sikorsky's gone off ahead of these guys. You know, we're going to see a stricken green car at some point, but no, he's recovered.
We haven't seen anyone pull that off, I don't feel.
All of these corners that you go around the outside, like the tighter the corner and the longer the corner, the further you have to go.
Yeah.
And you just have to go so many more meters, it's just impossible, even if the grip's there. Minus the next to target Pittman, who is second place out of the amateurs right now. Only Ricardo Pereiro is ahead of him, so some good points there. I don't think he ever led a lap, did Pittman? I think he did lead, but only for a few meters.
Sure.
So he won't get the 3 bonus points for leading the lap unless something happens to Pereiro. Winus will get past this time.
Yeah, Pittman's going to slot in behind. Oh, nearly slotted inside him, but lifted just at the right time. Yeah, Dennison's really opening up that gap, almost 1.5 seconds now.
I wonder if you could see a replay of what happened to Sikorsky earlier on in that lap, because
yeah, he did have an off.
He dropped behind both Kartzer and Smuts.
Oh,
well,
it was good of him.
Oh, very good, yeah.
Yeah, he realised he was about to commit daylight murder.
So was this on Devlin or Carter? That's Devlin ahead of him. Oh, oh no, it was Carter. I'm not used to Carter's new livery.
No, I'm not.
Carter used to be in a green livery, right?
Yeah.
We've sort of got enough of them, to be honest, in the series between Sikorsky's and Dennison and co. Yeah, it's all the Project 91 guys with the green. Bit of green on Scotson's car as well.
Chris Scullett is into the pit. Do we know why?
Wills and Osborne are going at it again, by the way. And no, Wills is still defending that. Everyone, a fair few drivers have got their way past Wills today, but Osborne has not cracked the code. Because Kang Kyun, who overtook him a few laps ago, is now 4 seconds off the road. Callum Beatman's recovering decently, I think, in this race too. Still not the result that he would want, but after going off at one lap one, back up to 17th place and closing in these guys.
Can Jack do here?
Oh, this is what he tried earlier on. But I think it's going to work this time, as long as he can get it stopped.
No, he ain't. No. I like it, though. It was ballsy. Yeah, I liked that. But obviously, that's what put him in the world of pain when he clipped. Oh, as Alexander Strubles had an off. Strange place to be off. Side by side in the entry with a rear clip, I assume. What? Trying Jack's move. Yeah, mate, you weren't gonna make. You was about 110 kph too much. Close. I think 110 less, and that apex was all yours.
A bit too much speed into the last corner as well. Allows Scott Malcolm to overtake.
He always seems so chilled when he's driving. See what he can do. Going for the switchback. Nope. Gonna leave himself exposed here. Yeah.
Scott, of course, the most experienced driver in the field. He has been racing in the predecessor of this series, the BSRTC, for at least 12 years, I think. I think it might be as high as 15 years since he's been racing in that series. Then turned into ARL TC, and he's still with us. So great to have Scott out there with his wealth of experience. This track was not on the service back when he was started out racing. But I wonder if any of the circuits we visit, maybe Donington, I think, is the only one which is still there, and Brands Hatch, I guess.
Yep.
And Alton Park, actually, thinking about it, so quite a few circuits.
What's next on the calendar?
Alton Park, but we might not be there.
Yeah.
It might be... Well, which one would you like next?
Well,
if
if
we
you
don't
give
go to Alton.
Joe Newman a holiday and Mr. Qualifying a holiday, then problem solved. Which one would I go to instead of Alton Park?
Yeah.
What, a repeat track?
So no, one that we have to go to later on. So we'll put Alton later in the season, but like we'll have to swap one. We could go to like Worcestershire, for example, next time out.
What are the free options though that might help that are later in the season?
Well, we don't want to go to Brands, and
no.
we don't want to go to Donington. We could go. Is there going to be a send here for Scotton? There is, but he's going to have the less preferred line for the left. Should learn the name of that corner. And Osbaldeston will move back ahead, but the fight is not over, and Andrews is getting closer to us. And remember, they need top 8 for the reverse grid, so it's not worth having a collision because Mihailov will take advantage. So they've got to think carefully about this one.
You won't get the overlap. So this is Noah, Connor, and Jay?
Yes. Noah, Connor,
No,
and
it's,
Max.
sorry, and Max, sorry. Oh, a 3-wide was thought about there for a moment.
Devlin has just got past Mihailov. That must have been an absolute send. And Devlin is 1 place away now from reverse grid pole. He's up 7 places after a qualifying ban.
This is it's the top 8. This is why we're seeing it so feisty. Top 8 is worth a lot, and that's what Devlin is just on the outside of. What about Silverstone National, just in case we can't come back to Alton? Because there is a chance we can't go to Alton, right? If we hold 40,
Sure, true.
we could do Silverstone National. Because we're doing Silverstone GP, right?
Doing Silverstone GP.
Well, have a think about it.
I will consider that. As Dennison is going to win this race, I feel like we may have to cut back to Osbaldeston.
Yeah.
Just in case someone sends it. as Mills has got past Corley right at the end. Mills is going to win out of the Pro-Ams, and that means he gets bonus points for the lead lap as well. But these guys are all going to stay in the same order unless Andrews, can he go for the run? No, Andrews gets reverse grid pole. Devlin misses out by a single position. And yeah, Mills got it done on Corley, albeit I am curious if we can get a replay how he done it.
What, Connor on J?
Connor on J.
Yeah, I mean, it must have been second to last.
Oh, don't go for it, guys.
Whoa!
Oh, he's not going to get that. No, he does. What a move.
What a
from
move.
Luca Munro right at the end.
A TCR move, nevertheless. Nicely done. As here's the replay of Connor.
I'm curious to see, because usually these moves aren't fair going for it here.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, you do. The track.
Yeah. So Connor's being investigated for 2 things.
True. I mean, yeah, that could be. I mean, that one would be like a 5-second. The one.
I mean, it was a
5
bit.
seconds.
I'd need to watch it back from different angles, but he did just smash into him to make the corner.
If that was Formula 1 rules, I think he was probably ahead at the apex, so it was probably fair. But
Yawn.
we don't have Formula 1 rules.
They don't have Formula 1 rules.
So now we go for, well, actually, we're still waiting for the session to take over, but then we'll have 3 minutes of interlude before we go into the final race. And yeah, reverse grid of 8, and Max Andrews pulled that one off. I'm sure he was a bit concerned towards the end there, but losing 5 places, well, maybe, especially if you can get the bonus points for leading a lap by starting on pole position, then he's in a good position. There's the race 1 results, and
So the money is, can Denison or Moon win? Or is someone like Andrea Stefani just going to be too tough?
well, we've seen overtaking very tricky so far today.
Yeah. And they're going to want to just secure points. Yeah, it's going to be tough. Devlin just outside, up to P9. Going to be tough moving up from there, though, because of the reverse grid. The likes of Denison, Moon, Stefani are all ahead of him immediately, so very difficult. Ricardo Pereira, fantastic result. Ricky Pittman, P2 in AM. Yeah, good stuff. What do we normally do in the interlude? Do we just talk about food or
Well, what
F1?
did you do last week? You were all by yourself.
All by myself. Wait, I handled an interlude all by myself. I was just yapping, mate.
Yeah.
Just yapping. Because that was the difficult thing. I couldn't ask questions, so I just yapped, mate.
Yeah.
Just constant, annoying.
How many things do you think you got wrong in the broadcast?
Probably none.
Yeah.
None.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
I always just stick by my decisions, even if I say their name wrong. I just want them to change their name.
Yeah.
No, lots, mate. Lots. It was difficult. I mean, half the field were off the track on the grass at one point.
Yeah.
I almost missed checkered flag, but we do that a lot.
Yeah, that's us.
You're yapping away like, oh yeah, and people finished, by the way. There were winners. But yeah, there was lots of yapping.
Well, I'll give a shout out to Apex Racing Academy, who sponsor this broadcast. If you want to get faster on iRacing, you can head over to apexracingac.com and take advantage of the data packs that Apex Racing Academy produce. Those have setups and track guides and all sorts. So do check out apexracingac.com in order to get yourself a subscription. And of course, a reminder as well, we have 2 Apex Racing League series coming up. We have the Endurance Championship, which starts in, I think, 5 weeks' time. That's on Friday evenings. GTP, LMP2, and GT3 cars. That's now available to sign up at on apexracingleague.com. And you can also sign up for our Porsche Cup League as well, which starts late June as well. That'll be on Tuesday evenings. It's got our elimination heat formats. We've already got 27 drivers registered for that, with still 4 weeks to go of sign-up. So it looks like it's going to be a very healthy grid for that series, as it often is. So sign up to one of them or both of them. I'm sure we'll have several drivers who will be tackling.
When's that? Tuesday evenings?
Tuesday evenings for the Porsche Cup. Yep.
Good schedule? Or is it following the officials?
It is following the officials.
Okay.
But I think there's some pretty good circuits on it. So
Scott Malcolm in chat saying those pesky Audis.
So here's our grid then for race 3, and you can see it's Andrews who goes to the top, Dennison who drops down to 8th. And we wait to see what he can do from there. I'll also give a shout out to Motorsport UK actually, and do check out Motorsport UK esports. You can pay a yearly fee, I think it's £20 a year, and you get discounts on retailers when it comes to sim racing, as well as get entry into lots of sim racing events. So certainly is worth checking out Motorsport UK esports, doing lots of series, lots of championships on a variety of sim racing titles as well, not just iRacing. So all the drivers besides Chris Evans and Josh Boots and Scott Duncan on the grid, a few of them have actually missed it. 5 of them have missed it. Maybe they've had enough.
Captain America's missed it. I mean, Chris Evans has missed it.
The radio DJ has not made it, and we are away racing for race 3. It's a strong start for Andrews. It's a strong start for both our drivers on the front row of the grid, in fact. Great start for Young Soo Moon. He's up 2 places immediately and will try to attack a couple more heading into T1, but that's exactly what Moon needed. Gets ahead of Stefanina, who's a little bit forced out wide there. Andrews having to drive in the middle of the circuit.
Bit of a check-up.
Testing that position. Moon makes a little bit of contact as blipping out there.
Connor Mills.
It's Connor Mills. And that will not make Moon very happy. He's darting left and right behind.
I don't know what Thomas Coombe did, but he's up 10 positions. And Kieran Smart, before T1, was up 3. He finds himself in P9.
Oh, that was a lot of movement. Was that Devlin, I think, who had a bit of contact? And now...
Yeah, he didn't know that was 3 wide. If he's wondering why he's half spun, it was 3 wide, and he went to turn in for the corner like it was 2.
Jay Corley's had an awful start. He's on 12 places at Jay Corley after an amazing race 2.
Yeah, well, once it settles down, we'll get a look at what happened there. I didn't see anything. Didn't even notice he's down 13 now. I know he's battling with Callum Beeman.
I didn't notice a bad start, but it must have been bad launch. I don't think he went off the circuit.
Yeah, I think it was Kieran that we saw in the background get a really good launch. He was up 3 before the first turn.
There's some big moves and shakers so far.
Some pushing. Here we go. Jaden, was that Noah pushing Jaden, or was that Jaden pushing? I can't work out who was pushing who there, but makes sense.
And it was important that Moon wasn't able to get past Mills, came very close to passing Mills, but had to stick in 5th position. So he's got 4 cars to overtake, and James Denson is now up into 6th place. He managed to get past Stefanina, so we'll keep Moon very honest in that fight for the win. And they're no doubt in after being the top 2 in the first 2 races.
Yep, all around the outside is attempted. Going to lose some positions there as you swoop back. Yeah, 2 positions. Oh! There was a car there, sir. 9 wide, no. 11 wide, 7 wide. Great rejoin. There's a car there. Driving's hard.
It's a weird one that the final corner's been the corner where there's been the most incidents. I don't want to speak too early, but Montreal, this corner is usually the problem. And it's not been too bad as Moon sends it in the foreground.
Whoa, Mihailov. Is that Mihailov or his teammate? It is Mihailov getting things done.
Ahead of Smart, or defending from Smart.
Yeah, Smart, who was up quite a few positions at the beginning.
And Moon did get past Mills. And Mills now going defensive all the way against Dennison.
Yeah. Dennison's not going to want to risk it too much. He's already bagged 2 wins.
With the bonus points as well for leading a lap in the first 2 races. Very much on course for the highest points tally of anyone today. Boy, as Mihailov spins round 2nd place in the championship going into today. I don't know whose fault that was. Smart on the inside.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't Mihailov's fault, that's for sure. But we'll get a chopper view maybe later. Who was the one we wanted to see right at the beginning? We wanted to see... Corley, yeah. Odd for us to not notice such a massive drop in positions. I wonder if it was just...
Oh, no. What unluckiness.
Yeah, he's pulled off. He auto-forward, he realised. I think that was Frantic, unfortunately.
Who was it who he hit? Was it Hayden Carter? As we got another off. It's Carter off again. And he's collided with Wills. And where is Wills going to rejoin here? I've never seen someone...
He's going to get a black
like that.
flag.
He's all right for now, I think, as we'll get the timing tower up.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be a hell of a slowdown. Or How is he driving? I am so confused. There's no way he could have served the slowdown.
I think there's just, no slowdown.
Like back in my day in iRacing, that would be one of those insta to pit cuts. You know, you get the black
one at Daytona,
Yeah, the one at Daytona where you just find yourself now in pit road.
Osborne overshoots that one.
Yeah.
Oh, Frederick. Well, I don't think Osborne did anything wrong.
No,
there,
he's allowed to exist.
Yeah.
It could have been a bit of netcode glue, and then they couldn't unpeg themselves.
So this is Mills going into reverse at the start. Oh, sorry.
And this is Jay.
So
Oh, we can't change gears.
No, it's just wheel spin.
Oh, really?
I think. Awful launch. I don't know how he did that. And they all just go past, and it gets even worse when he loses more places from there.
Yeah, what a shame.
It would be great to get a replay of Carter with those 2 incidents that he was involved in.
The irony is Franek had an incident like that earlier where he went across the grass and tried to avoid people, but this time he did, but this time he didn't.
So you're going to see Sikorsky just come out of nowhere. Carter probably half aware, but there's just nothing he can do. Yeah, I mean, he tries his absolute best. And then he just joins questionably here, I imagine.
No.
Oh, it's just the tiniest bit. It's a little bit of silly iRacing contact there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's anyone's fault.
No, I agree. They were just door to door. Obviously I feel bad for Franek. Obviously he knows what he did. He felt bad. He went forward. But it was just a... Yeah, I mean, obviously he caused an accident, but it was just a mistake, you know.
Moon flashing his lights at Osbaldiston.
Ooh.
Wanting to get past, but I don't think I've seen him get close so far. So, yeah, a bit stuck right now is Moon, and Andrew's putting in strong lap times and is on course for a race win.
What, you think flashing with no door-to-door, no action?
I think he's just like...
Please.
Please.
What? No.
But, or just like trying to intimidate him, just trying to be like, I'm here, because I think that he feels like that's his best chance at overtaking a mistake.
Maybe. I think there was an IRL drive, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Slow down for Scotland. So that will really allow Andrews to pull away now. He's got that not actually at the right-hander, he's got that at Hamilton, which is a slightly unusual one. And is he going to lose a position here? He served it, and now he gets back on the run. I think that's sort of all right for Scotland. He did move off the racing line.
How did he serve that so well, though?
And Andrews 2.3 seconds out in the lead. Almost uncatchable now.
That corner facing was so hard to learn. Do you remember learning this bit, like overshooting, under driving? Yeah, too much curb. Going out too far. And then even this last corner, it's difficult to know the line. Like, do I hug? Do I go out wide and come in late?
I feel that's one of those as well where you probably want to use about 10% brake through the left so that you actually don't overheat the tyres too much. So then you have lots of grip for the right.
Yeah, I remember being very frustrated.
Leader of the Amateurs, by the way, is Alexander Strobel. He's up 6 places. Thomas Coombe is up 18. Stunning race from Coombe. I forget what happened to Coombe at the end of... I don't think we saw what happened to Coombe at the end of race.
At the end of race 2, he was caught up with the Chow, I believe.
That was race 1.
Oh.
And I think he was further back from that.
Thomas Coombe.
Oh, no, we did have a collision at the final corner, right, in race 2. I think he was probably involved in that.
Oh, yeah, with Mills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Devlin sends it on Stefanina. Not a good race this for Stefanina at all. He would have been hoping to win this race, and he finds himself...
But that looked really bad from... was that Devlin?
Charles, yeah.
Yeah, that looked really bad. It almost like he lost it under braking, though. So we take a look at the replay.
I think he got squeezed so much he ended up on the grass. Well, is there a car's width there? Nah, great move.
No.
No,
was a great move until he just didn't turn for the turn-in.
It's a shame, actually. Had he not broke, he could have broken 5 meters earlier and made the apex.
Yeah.
a great dummy to the inside.
Yeah, yeah.
Pereira with another slowdown, so not a good race for Pereira. Will still be highest scorer, but yeah, Strober with the bonus points for leading a lap right now, up in 19th place. Alof, after that off earlier on, he got contact from, I think, Kieran Smart, and that is why he's down in 14th place. It's still Moon unable to do anything in P4. Mills got back past Dennison, I think Dennison, or did Dennison never overtake Mills? I'm not sure, I thought he got past, but Mills is certainly ahead now. But Dennison probably happy with the P4.
So a quick rundown, Max Andrews.
Dennison's going to go for it.
What? Yeah. Connor's not the easiest man to overtake there, as we found out. Has got some overlap, but just won't count for anything. Quick rundown of the lead. So Max Andrews leading in Pro, Mills leading in AM, and in Pro, I'm sorry, and in AM, it's Alexander Strober. The AMs have found themselves lower down the order now after the 2 races have played out.
Oh, no.
See, I don't understand the logic there. You go from race win to now could be a poor result and a penalty.
Yeah.
Obviously, we'll take a quick look at it, see if it was...
Oh, and Mills perhaps overcompensating.
Or damaged.
To give space.
Let's have a look at this.
I think it depends.
Are you thinking Connor reacted?
So I think it depends on whether Connor has turned in that early on every other lap. Because if that was his line, then fair dues. I mean, he's allowed that line. But
he is entitled to the apex, but it did look at 10% reactory.
Yeah.
And then obviously that compromised James.
And of course, yeah, if he's taken a wide line, then James is,
Yeah, it's a tough one because it
that.
is Connor's apex after all.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you say, have a look at the. Yeah, it depends how early. If he's seen to have been turning in 2 meters too early, then reactory. But tough. Not one I would want to steward.
Also,
Mark Fredericks had an off.
yeah.
And dropping properly, assume damage. Yep. We'll find out what happened to
No
Mark.
damage though, fortunately. He hasn't, well, maybe damage, but he hasn't got a meat bullet, so he'll be able to finish the race. Beeman overtakes him. Hayloft makes it even worse day for Hayloft.
Okay, is he going to try the late break out on the outside? Oh.
I feel like that was Frederick's fault. I think he oversteered and then understeered into his rival and then spun himself.
Oh, he's got a position there with the run. Noah.
Oh, Moon. And he should give that place back as...
I think he tried and ended up parking in two people's face.
And benefits from all of this is Charlie Devlin. What an amazing race 3 this is turning out to be for Devlin. It might be a podium if he can clear Dennison, who he can. Dennison unlucky with the half.
Yeah, what a drive.
Compensation from Moon.
What a drive from Devlin. Yeah, it felt like Moon realised he'd done wrong. We've seen this before. Parked it to say sorry, forgetting there is 40 cars on track. Yeah. Yeah, Moon and Dennison with poor overtake attempts, risking the possibility of penalties.
Yeah.
Oh, is this Jack Osborne? Yeah, I mean, everything about it was brilliant until he tried to turn in and there was still a 1-ton piece of carbon to his right-hand side. Maybe he just didn't have control of his vehicle, but I like Jack goes for it in that corner.
He tries it, right? I mean, that's the third time he's tried it and it's not worked every single time.
Second time almost worked.
It almost worked. Yeah. It didn't lose him a position.
All right, let's have a look at it. I think he just hasn't got control of his vehicle all the time because he just ends up turning right onto a car.
I mean, he's even further back than what Dennison was. And
oh no, this isn't. This is Moon. Sorry, we're losing it. That was Moon.
Yeah. And then very slow, and Dennison will be annoyed.
Sorry, I thought it was a replay of this.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, nothing that Stringer could have done.
Right, here we go. Sorry, this is the incident I thought we were looking at. Yeah, okay, so he just bounced off the curb. If he'd have opened up the wheel, gone left a little bit, it would have been fine, but he just banged that inside curb a little bit too much, and it pushed him a foot or two to the right, and oh, he was touching another car. But yeah, credit where credit's due. Max Andrews is 3.7 seconds ahead. Got the overlap. Wow.
Not bad. Whenever we watch him, it's always him being overtaken, but he is having a good night.
He is.
25th in this one.
And Ricardo Pereira, who is as fast, if not as fast as most of our Pro-Am drivers, was the man getting the job done. Yeah, whopping lead from Max Andrews. I said this at the beginning, if he can just get away clean, he's shown good pace, just not had the best luck. And yeah, delivering right now an epic win. Jaden Scotton. Yeah, he's looked good all day, capitalising now.
He's gotten the highest score last time out, and this result will put him up into second place in the championship, I think.
Wow.
Because it's not being a good day for Mihailov, and it's quite a good day for Osbaldus to...
I quite like this JC Academy, their drivers. I like Jaden, I think he's a good driver. Jay Cooley, very good driver. Thomas Kuhn, very good driver.
Good move for Kang Hyun, who's overtaken Mills. Kang Hyun, of course, ruined his race one by making an awful move.
I mean, these two are two of the most penalty-likely drivers fighting it out.
Well, yeah, they both caused a collision on the final corner of race one and race two.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kuhn wants to get past Stuart, but not only would it be an extra position, which would be another point, it would also be 3 bonus points for leading a lap. So
yeah, this is the
4 points at stake.
The AM lead fight. Let's see. Yeah, as I said, JC Academy seem like a good team, good drivers. Oh, and Josh Taylor, who I'm not super familiar with. But maybe as the season goes on, I will learn who he is. Luca Monroe. Oh no, or Aaron's just dropping. Aaron Harris just lost 2 positions to Luca Monroe and Mark Frederick. God, do you remember when Luca's room was light? He had a red couch and all that. Now it's plunged into darkness.
Not going to have any night races this season, unfortunately, albeit Silverstone will be ending sort of around sunset.
National could be a night race.
Could be a night race. With
night
all
wet
that
race.
fantastic lap of night lighting.
Yeah. And heavy rain, accidentally. Like monsoon, like max it out past. Oi, no!
Oh.
Oi, 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 oi.
Oh, a black flag for Rolf. He's gone over the 20 instant limit. That would have been a 4x there. And to be honest, I know he got hit up the rear, but he was putting himself in the danger zone there. And he needs to serve that, otherwise it'll be a 40-second post-race penalty.
Yep, looks like he's letting him through. He comes into the pits, I assume.
No, why are you staying out? Why are you staying out, Stan? Don't stay out till the end. It's going to lose you less time to take the drive through than a 40-second post-race penalty.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm not sure if he knows that. You might be thinking it's like a meatball. You don't think so. Did we see... Oh yeah, so Moon's always been ahead of Devlin, of course, and he's sort of just keeping him behind. Stefanina with a bit more pace in the second half of the race, looking like, but not a great start for him, and then got overtaken, of course, by Devlin, albeit I think in controversial circumstances. And of course, to be fair, like Moon, Devlin, and Dennison might all get pens.
Yeah.
Like they've all made very questionable moves into Agostini, so this might be a podium for Stefan.
Yep, since they keep his cool. Kieran Smart having a really good race. I know we've mentioned his name, leading Pro-Am, but yeah, Genuinely very good race, not just leading Pro-Am, but P8 overall. Interesting battle, this Thomas Coob and Alexandra struggle as we get to the close of the race. They are fighting for the AM win. Stephanie, are you going to try something on Dennison, or is he just going to see this through?
He's got a great run through T1, and look at the opportunity now for Dennison, but it's not there.
Quite the gaggle from Moon back to Smart. This race has gone quick. Is this race 3?
Yeah, no, yeah, it's been a quick evening. Right? I think I know there's been a few collisions, particularly at the last corner.
I think race
generally it's been pretty good.
Race 1 was, apart from that last corner Chow instant, it was a very calm, collected race. I think that's what made it feel quick. But yeah, big gaggle this. Just see. Can Coombe do something on Strobel for the AM win as we're going to be coming to the finish very soon? No, I mean, it's so hard to pass here. And this man, a very well-deserved win.
Yeah,
very
he's already
well
celebrating, and he should.
Yeah, 4 seconds at Snetterton. That's hyper. Well-deserved. Racing Point meter by Project 91. That's the teammate of James Dennison.
And the championship leader, after an underwhelming first 2 races, will get a race win. He gets the leader lap bonus as well, and will keep the championship lead heading into round 4 of the season. Scott's in second place, move to 3rd, albeit that 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, very provisional because there could well be post-race penalty. Smart could potentially get a post-race penalty as well for contact with Mihailov. But I don't think there's too much doubt about this. If Strobel has held off Coombe, Coombe will not get the lead lap bonus, unless he led early on when we did not see. And Strobel with a very good points haul in 19th place, but Pereira undoubtedly the highest scorer in the amateur class, just as he was back at Donington. That will make the amateur championship very close heading into the next round of the season.
Yes, indeed.
But yeah, I mean, obviously we're 3 rounds into the season now, and Andrews will be championship leader, albeit has not won any of the rounds.
Well, he's smart, very consistent, and stays out of trouble. Doesn't pick up penalties. Like, his name is not a name I've been berating on stream. And there was quite a few. I think he's looking like he knows how to win a championship. Yeah, we saw like Moon and Dennison. Strong race, strong race. Question over penalty. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting season. Obviously, it's tough when you can't. The hard drivers who can rack up a win and a win, they start over a season, do accumulate a lot of points. But yeah, I think overall, decent stuff. And fastest lap.
And fastest laps as well. We'll wait to see if we get any drivers in for a chat, but there you can see our final standings. I'm curious actually, who's the driver with the black flag? Was it Stanley Rolfe? I think Rolfe got a post-race penalty because he ended up a minute 13 back.
And the drive-through's so short here.
Well, maybe he did serve the drive-through. I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure where he was before, but yeah, not a good time for Stanley after that little bit of contact gave him a 4x.
Yeah, good race though. Good track.
Here's a good track, yep. And we won't go there for the next 12 months, but yeah, next season we'll be back at Snetterton, I'm sure.
So next week, what are your thoughts? Because 40 drivers strong.
Yeah. We will see what the track is for the next round. We have got a bit of a pause. I think it's 4 weeks until the next round of the championship. Of course, next week we have the return of the Apex Racing League Prototype Championship. We've got 2 more rounds of that. Will be Belle Isle, actually, next week, albeit it will be dry.
Yep.
So we'll see how the drivers get on with that. We have got an interview for us. It's James Dennison. Would you like to have a chat?
Sure. Hello, James. Can you hear me okay, mate?
Yeah, I can hear you. All good. All good.
Yeah, nice to talk to you. First of all, congratulations on the, very dominant display in race 1 and 2. Memory serves, you qualified second, then got the move done on Moon nice and early, defended well, and then race 1 and 2 seemed very precise. You managed a nice gap. We'll talk about race 3 after, but how was it fighting Moon into that early stages of race 1?
Yeah, really good. He was, keeping me under pressure all the way. As I said, got a really good launch. Haven't been able to practice this week because I've been away, so I wasn't fully happy with the setup. But yeah, it seemed to work well enough. Tyres were okay, so yeah, it was a really good race, really close, really tight. As you said, he was driving really well, so I couldn't afford to make any mistakes, especially in race 2. I think probably earlier in the race I could have gone a bit quicker. I wasn't getting the most out of the car because I think I set the fastest lap on like lap 6 or something, which is quite a long way after where the tyres were at their best. So yeah, I think it was all right. It was a good display, but I think maybe could have tried to stretch it a bit more. But no, I'm not unhappy.
Yeah, no, it was a fantastic display. Race 3, there was an I can't remember it, but I remember you getting caught up in an incident. Maybe
There's a couple, yeah.
Catching a driver and spinning them. Obviously, I'm not a steward, but shame to see. But obviously, you did still secure a good result, up 3, I believe. It looked tough because you had, was it Devlin ahead of you? Who, he's been lighting up the. Obviously, you may not have seen him because obviously he started with a quali ban, but he's found himself finishing 4th from last. But was he quite? Did you notice he was quite fast to follow?
Yeah, no, he was really quick. He got past when there was a collision in front of me. I got a little bit held up. So, yeah, he got past there, I think it was. But, yeah, no, really, really fast. And then the first one, it was one of those things. I went for the move down the inside. And the guy
I remember it.
Yeah, turned in a bit earlier under braking. So, once you've committed, there's not much you can do. So, yeah, a bit frustrating because it damaged the car as well on my front right. So yeah, a bit annoying.
Yeah,
but,
I remember it now. It wasn't clear cut. We were yabbering about it together whether he reacted to you. That's what we mentioned. Like, it was tough. You had obviously committed to it. It was his apex. Did he react? That was what we mentioned. But no, apart from that, we'll obviously let the stewards decide that if it comes to them. But overall, you must be proud. Very solid display, especially race 1, because your race 2 result came about from everything that transpired at the beginning of race 1, where you battled it out with Moon and came away the victor.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, really good results. As I said, I didn't get too much practice in. Wasn't fully happy with the setup and didn't get the most out of it in qualifying. Hence, why I was just a little bit off where I wanted to be. So yeah, no, really happy with 2 race wins. And I think it was fastest laps as well, which is cool. So yeah, a couple of extra points, which is always good.
Yeah. Excellent stuff again. Next round is got question marks on it because it's Alton Park and the participation is so high that it brings the track into question, unfortunately, because the max grid is 40. So
What track would you like to go to next time? That's maybe a good question.
Yes, what track would you like to see?
Well, it has to be a British track, so yeah, obviously Alton Park would be the best one. But if it wasn't Alton Park, maybe go to a substitute, maybe Watkins Glen in America. That's always a good track. So yeah, if there's a substitute coming in, then that might be a good one. But I think Alton Park, it'd be a really real shame if we couldn't race there. It's always good fun. So yeah, hopefully we can work something out.
Yeah, I think we'll just reach out and see what the participation, if there's anyone who's planning to skip. But anyway, I'll leave it up to the admins. It's going to be a tough call. It always is. With these tracks that have the limited pits. James, anyone you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, no, as always, Project 91 racing team, who I race for, they're always fantastic. And obviously the missus for making dinner so early when she just rushed back from work to do that. So yeah, I've got to say thank you for that. And also, if anyone wants any coaching, I do coaching in real life and on sim racing. So yeah, just give us a shout. Other than that, well done for your broadcast tonight. Really good as always. And I'll see you guys next round.
Awesome stuff, James. Nice talking to you.
Cheers.
I mentioned who we interviewed for. I remember him now. Very cool, calm, collected, nice guy.
Very well spoken,
Yeah, and he's fast.
Yeah.
Nothing he can't do. Not jealous.
Let's have a chat next with Scott Malcolm, shall we? Scott, how was that one tonight? We heard you in the YouTube chat, I think, complaining about the damn Aldis out on circuit. Talk us through what riled you up about them.
They're too fast. Getting bombed. Nah, I had a load of fun tonight. Considering the bit of practice that I hadn't done for a year. So yeah, I was quite pleasantly surprised at how well I'd done.
Yeah, I mean, how did you find this Snetterton circuit? I mean, did you find it a bit easier seeing that we'd been here last year, or did you find it sort of an equal amount of time to get up to speed compared to last year?
I've done this track numerous occasions. In the old Audi, the Kias, you know. I know it, but I've just maybe not got as much speed down there as everybody else has. But yeah, it was a bit too flat for my liking. Can't wait for Knockhill.
Absolutely, yeah. If you want elevation, then yeah, Knockhill's definitely the place to go for that. And yeah, how would you say your sort of attitude towards the championship is so far this season? Because I think I'm right in saying you're actually the highest iRacing amateur driver, so you're definitely like in with the mix. Would you say you've got a shot at the title in the amateurs this season?
No, rating doesn't mean a thing in these leagues. I personally could be higher if I did more official races, but I don't think iRacing means anything in these private leagues. It's what you do on the track. Doing the track, you win the races, obviously.
Absolutely, and yeah, I think that is very correct. I'm currently looking at where you are in the championship at the moment, so you're currently P8 in the championship. But yeah, it's pretty close, everyone up ahead. So best of luck for that in the future rounds, Scott. Is there anyone you want to give a shout out to?
I'll just give a shout out to the usual crew like you guys for giving up your time to do these podcasts, put these leagues on. Lumen Motorsports for providing me with setups and a fairly decent looking car to drive in, even though it's got a bit more scrapes and bashes on it tonight. And just all the other drivers for making this such a exciting and competitive league.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for having a chat with us, Scott, and best of luck in 4 weeks' time.
Yeah, no bother. Cheers, Sam.
Cheers, mate.
Scott Malcolm there. We've got another interview, an interview with another race winner, I think.
Yeah, one Max Andrews. Hello, Max. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you all good.
Awesome stuff. First of all, congratulations on the race 3 win. I saw you flashing the lights and weaving, and so you should. 4 seconds you won by. Obviously, going back to race 2, if I remember rightly, there was some issues. I'm trying to remember. No, it was at the start of race. No, yeah, it was the. Talk me through it.
At the start, wasn't it?
Yeah, start of race 2, I believe there was some stuff that knocked you back. Talk me through it.
Yeah, so start of race 2, start wasn't really ideal. Ended up getting a bit of wheel spin off the line, losing 2 positions, and I think it must have been lap 2. I just fell down the order a little bit with someone getting up my inside after a mistake at turn 1.
Right.
But after that, I kind of accepted it. Everyone in this grid is really closely matched on pace, so getting an overtaking cleanly is really difficult. Yeah. Obviously, knowing beforehand that the reverse grid is from P8, I kind of accepted it and thought, well, we'll just try and play on for race 3, and obviously that worked quite well in my favour.
Yeah, for sure. We did notice your pace in race 1 was really good, but like you say, getting any move done, super tricky. How was qualifying for you?
Yeah, considering the amount of practice I put in beforehand, I was quite pleased with qualifying. Also considering I hadn't done a quali run before, pretty good P4, and then yeah, I mean, could be better, but there's a lot of quick guys here, so it's really competitive to try and be in that top 3 at least. But
Sure.
hopefully,
I mean, yeah, I mean, there might be a lot of quick drivers, but you, sir, are leading the championship. You were leading the championship without the win. And I was going to say you were leading the championship without a race win, but obviously you've you won a... Yeah, you're doing brilliant. Like you say, it is going to be very close, but what with Youngsu Moon and Denison, they weren't around for round 1. You must be... I mean, you must be happy. I mean, coming into this now, you have the momentum, you're leading the champion, and you just picked up a race win. How do you feel your chances are?
yeah, I mean, it's pretty ideal. It's quite early to call, to be honest, in round in round 3. But no, as long as I can keep my head down and stay consistent for the rest of the season, I think I'd have a pretty good chance as long as I keep on it.
Yep, for sure. I think you looked really good. I mean, so you have quite a few of them. Penalties in this league seem to be coming fast and thick with, you know, some of the moves that have been happening. But I think I mentioned somewhere in race 3 that your name is just not coming up for these penalties. So you're keeping it smart and, you know, you're not trying anything desperate because I feel that's where the penalties are coming from in TCR because, like you mentioned, it's so tricky to pass and sometimes the drivers can get a little desperate. Is that something you're trying to keep cool on?
Yeah, I think especially with the frustration in this league due to like the lack of slipstream, really, and drivers can get quite impatient. So I think with the amount of penalties I've seen in previous rounds, keeping your nose clean is definitely at the top. As well, I mean, just during the races as well, just keeping your head on and just looking forwards. Because even if you're in not the greatest situation, like today, I was down in P8, kept my head in it, didn't go for any stupid moves, and I ended up with a race win. So.
That's awesome, Max. GG's. Anyone you'd like to give a shout out to, mate?
Yeah, Project 91 is an amazing team. Been really useful, just helpful for me recently, as well as my dad, who always supported me in what I do. Yeah. Awesome.
Well said. I look forward to seeing how you get on for the rest of the season. Obviously, good luck for the championship battle. And yeah, we'll talk to you soon. Cheers and congrats on the race win, Max.
Amazing. Thank you. Goodbye.
Right, cheers. Seems like a smart kid.
Absolutely. Yeah, and a good result there. And it is incredible just how far ahead he is in the championship. He's now 69 points clear of Noah Osbaldeston. He outscored Osbaldeston, Scottson, Stefanina, and Mihailov all today, who are 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th in the championship.
Obviously, a drop score is going to bring Denison up and Moon up.
Yeah.
But he's doing the right thing. He's right. There are a lot of penalties from all names, but his name is just quiet, and he's rocking up a lot of points.
Yeah. So yeah, very impressive result from him today, and yeah, will be one of the favourites in 4 weeks' time when the series returns. Of course, I'll give a shout out once again to Apex Racing Academy. To check out apexracingac.com to get a subscription to our coaching service. I'll also just mention Apex Racing Sim as well. If you're based in the Corby area or Northamptonshire area, make sure to visit the Apex Racing Sim Centre, where we are currently sat right now. We have membership options. You can use our 12 rigs downstairs.
All of them?
All of them simultaneously if you've got enough limbs.
So log in one game on each.
Yeah. Yeah, you can come down to the Sim Centre, and of course, do check out apexracingleague.com, where we've got signups for our Porsche Cup League and Endurance League currently open. More details over at apexracingleague.com. But for now, from myself, Sam Fitzpatrick, from David Sampson, and everyone here at the Apex Racing TV esports studio, we'll see you back in 4 weeks' time for the 4th round of the season in Apex Racing League Touring Car Britain. See you then. Ciao.
Sim racing has become too expensive, and that's why we've set up our membership here at Apex Racing Sim. This is our sim centre in Corby, and you can use the rigs here for as little as £20 a month. And that's not just for a one-off, that's as much as you want for an entire month. So just head over to apexracingsim.com to become a member.